gets snow in the snowbanks now, so it's easier to get rid of the snow. They normally do that once and twice a year. A lot of wind, building up snow drifts to the left. Road has to be cleared in 1 hour and 30 minutes. It has to be done with this road when the morning traffic sets in. So have to hurry up a bit.
Top group 24022.
Jag är så 2 fel, jag provar 123.
SA2 BLV som 2 IP mobil.
Ja, men du är ute och får köra så här tidigt då.
Ja då, jag är utringd för en timme sedan ungefär. Sådär. Det snöar på rätt bra, det har inte kommit så mycket än, men det drevar en del.
Ja, jag förstår. Jo, jag har suttit och tittat lite, jag har haft lite buggar som jag skriver med statistiken vi har på portalen, och det har tydligen rattat ner till att vi har problem med skrivningen till databasen, så jag provade att göra en liten uppslagstabell som var mindre istället, och då var det betydligt snabbare.
Okej. Jo. Ja, den funkar bra. Jag har ju monterat in radion i lastbilen nu, så att jag kurvar så fort jag är ute och rullar. Det kan bli en del, i alla fall det här dygnet.
Ja, men det låter väl det som sagt var. Ja, det kan jag tro. Det var inte direkt den bästa väderprognosen där.
Nej. Hur är det med snö där nere? Ni har en del, va? Nu inför Svenska rallyt och det, så har ni väl ändå en hel del snö i skogarna, i alla fall inåt landet.
Ja, om vi säger som så här, då behöver vi inte oroa sig för snö och snöväder direkt där.
Okej, när jag hörde att ni hade fått ganska mycket, det var väl där någonstans, det var för det mest i Sverige, i alla fall för en vecka sedan, så hade de väl runt 1 meter. Så det båda är gott inför att trampa vintervägarna inför rallyt.
Jo, exakt. Nej, jag tror inte det är ett problem för något sätt med rallyt i alla fall. Så att det ska då gå skitbra det.
Ja, det var ju skönt. Jag hade funderingar på att åka ner, men då får man ju åka mellan. Det går ju att få tag på de boende så här sent. Ja, det må då vara. Rally har man sett mycket. Vad gör du vaken då? Bara arbetslös och ingenting att göra.
Ja, inte skvallrat kom.
Nej, men du och jag pratade ju för någon vecka sedan, tror jag. Hur det nu var.
Ja, det kan nog stämma. Jo, nej, det blir det där dygnet för fort när man inte har så mycket att stiga upp till där.
Jo, tala om det. Jag vet bara, nu under jullovet hade jag ganska lite att göra också då. Både ungar och jag driftar iväg. Man är vaken lite för länge och sover gärna på morgonen. Så det är så, men nu är det då. Vart jag ute in 3, men jag hade vett att gå och lägga mig i tid. Jag tror jag släckte lampan vid 9, så jag fick ihop ett 6 timmar i alla fall. Så det får räcka mer än väl.
Ja, men det låter som sagt var. Jo, nej, men det, vad ska man säga? Det är ju när man blir så där trött, så då blir det tröttsamt, men det är ändå roligt att man har något att göra i alla fall så här på små timmarna, så det inte bara blir helt jävla på hon fått, men vi har suttit och testat en ny funktion i nätet nu, så kan man se vilka noder som jag pratar och sånt, och då upptäckte jag att det var lite problem med pullningen och trafiken. Det var därför jag tyckte det var tiden aldrig stämde och ja, systemet överensstämde inte. Då upptäckte jag att det tog alldeles för lång tid att exekvera skrift mot databasen, så då var det förändringar där.
Okej. Det flyger lite över mitt huvud det där, men jag fattar i princip vad du menar. Det är skitbra, du är en så kallad eldsjäl som stökar och håller på. Jag börjar använda Swixlinken ganska mycket nu, jag tycker det är helt fantastiskt. Och man kan surra med någon SM7 och någon 3 samtidigt och sådär, så det är, och SM0, så det är helt fantastiskt när det fungerar, som det verkar göra mest hela tiden nu.
Ja, jo, man kan ju inte knälla riktigt där som sagt. Och vi har ju kvar att få igång Swixlink-noden upp i Älvsbyn också. Det skulle vara bra om någon kunde få upp och titta till varför länkarna är ner och sånt. Om det är någon mer säkring som har gått eller om huset är helt strömlöst.
Ja, precis ja. Jo, nej, men jag kan ta mig tid, för jag ska ändå ut. Jag ska ändå ut och köra lite snömaskin, så jag kan åka förbi och kolla till läget. Jag har ju nyckeln, så jag åker upp och kollar om det. Hela kuren är strömlös. Man har egentligen ingen aning där. Ja, jag ska återgå till plogningen och fortsätta med lite. Det är lite höras av radiovägen. SA2 BLV, SM2 YPM, plogbilsmobil. Får ha det så bra så länge. God morgon. Pratar lite.
Ja, men detsamma. Du sparar det bra där, så hörs vi. På YPM 2 BLV klostret.
See here, it's not that much snow yet, but a lot of snow drifts. I hope the sound is working. I have no way to control it, but I hope it does. Så bra. Mest snödrev än, det har inte kommit så mycket snö. Det kommer väl. Vi väntar på 1,5 decimeter ungefär. Det har precis börjat. This road is too wide to do in one sweep, so we have to do it middle, edge. So we're on the second middle right now. Hello. Good morning, everybody. And for your hardcore followers, you see that I have the wrong front plow. My normal front plow broke, so it's in the shop getting repaired. So I have this one right now. I don't like it as much, but it have to do. It's good for snow drifts, but it's not as good as cleaning the road. It's leaving a little bit. Crazy. No, not really that crazy. It's supposed to get worse later in the day. It's snowing pretty much and snow drifts, so it's gonna build up a lot of snow drifts. Hello, Ron. Dan, no, it's Dan. I recognize you now. Hello and welcome back. I'm only reading the chat on my phone, so it's quite small text. We only have like half an inch yet. But they are forecasting like 3 or 4 or 5 inches. So it's gonna get worse throughout the day. We have these snow drifts. We're in a little bit of luck because yesterday they pushed the snowbank out in the ditch, so only small snowbank, so it's not going to build up that crazy snow drifts. They do that once or twice a year to get easier for us to push the snow out. Här är väg 550 heter den. Roknäsväg. Nej, ja. No, actually, it's not that slippery. I can do a brake test. No, it's not bad at all, actually. So, you have to be careful with the brakes. I have cars behind me. No, it's not that bad. I have good studded tires on the track, so it's not that bad. We turn around and do the pass, please. Thank you. I always talk to the cars. I don't know why. It's a habit I have. They can't hear me, but I'm still talking to them. Like, please pass. Reverse, please. So it feels better in my mind when I do that. I go to the side of the road. No chains. I have chains, but it's not on. As I said, I have really good winter tires and 4 or 5 tons of sand on the bed, so the grip is good. Only time I'm using chains is when it's raining on winter roads, when it gets really slippery. I only used chains one time last season. Nothing this season yet. I don't need them. If it starts to rain on this type of roads, then I need them. But it's not that usual. But I would never leave without chains. Chains is good. Let's say I get too close to the edge in a corner or something and drops down the front tire in the ditch. Then it's good to have the chains to just throw under the tire. Right now the clock is 4:42 in the morning, and they called me 0300. What do you call it? 3 o'clock in the morning. They called me, so I have been at it for about an hour. That's because this road has to be clear at 6 in the morning, when the morning traffic kicks in. If this had been a weekend, I would still be asleep because it's not that much on the road yet. The rules on this road is 2 centimeters or 2 centimeters maybe. I have to go out, but in the weekends it's you can wait a little bit because it's not that much traffic on these type of roads. The smaller roads is 2 inches. I use the sand to spread on the road, yes. Then I connect the spreader. It's at home now. It's just heavy to carry around when I don't need it. But if it gets slippery, I connect the spreader and then I use the sand to spread on the road. We don't use salt on these roads. We only have salt on one main road. The biggest road that goes from north to south Sweden. And here in the north we only use salt on that road, otherwise just sand. So we try to keep the roads as nice winter roads as possible. And if it snows a lot, I will be done with this route in about 5 hours. And if it's, then I have to start over if it's snowing a lot. And I think it will be like that. I think it's coming down with about 1 centimeter an hour. And the other measuring units in my head, it's 1 inch every 2.5 hours then. In this rate, I think it was. So it should be 5 centimeters or 2 inches when I'm done on the start, so then I have to start over. But I like the snow. And I always start with the same roads. I have big roads and I have really small roads, and I have to start with the big roads. That's the rules. Then I always finish with the small roads. So the small roads always have a lot more snow on them because they are 5 hours or 4 hours into the routes. And yes, I have a CB radio. 2 actually. I have a normal CB radio to communicate with the other trucks. And then I have a license radio that is my private one that I can talk to long distance friends and other trucks, and it can reach out through all of Sweden or even out in the world. So, but the CB radio is always on to communicate with lumber trucks and timber trucks and using the roads. So when you go on a small road, you use the CB radio to call in, so they know you are coming, because you are obviously too wide, wider than a normal truck. I'll show you how I do when I clean a crossing. That one going to be cleaned by a wheel loader, so we don't have to be that on that one. But the one we're coming up to now, I have to do. All the roads that connects to that big road is getting cleaned by a wheel loader, because it's pretty dangerous to reverse out on the road and clean it with the truck, and the wheel loader is much more nimble to clean crossings with. They're using the Volvo L90. When I come up to a crossing like this, I always I'm going to the right here, that's why I do it like this. It's not the turn around, or it's, and then reverse. See, it's not that much snow yet, but still gonna show you. Then I do I have plowed with wheel loader also. I started with a wheel loader actually. It's back in, let me think, 2009 I started in a wheel loader for 1 year, or was it 2 years? And I'm a full-time, in the winter I'm a full-time load truck driver since 2004, season 14-15. Then I do 3 sweep like this to move the snow into the crossing. Now you can't see my side plower wing, but now it's narrow enough so I can reach over. I do like this, and I put the wing down and extend it as much as I can and go into the crossing. You see, this road hasn't been, the snowdrift hasn't been pushed out here, so. Jag tror den här vägen, jag är lite osäker, jag tror den här heter 552. En liten edet. It is just a short road through some houses, passing some houses. It's not that big, but I think it's like 3 kilometers long, or 2 miles, something like that. It's -2 degrees Celsius. That should be around 15 Fahrenheit outside. So it's pretty nice, not that cold, but the snow is still dry. I have driven Ljungby, but only like for 1 or 2 times. Otherwise it's mostly Volvo. I plowed with a Volvo R560, the most common one in construction sites and in plowing, because it's strong but yet small and nimble. I have also driven the biggest one, the R560, but only for loading gravel. And I tried out the Cat 994 many years ago in the mines up north. That's a big truck, big wheel loader. But with plowing, I only plowed with it was an L60E, older one, and then Yeah, and L 110 for a bigger road. So, but mostly L60 when I plow. Never with a cat. I have driven cats, and I really prefer Volvo. I prefer Volvo, but cat is good. Cat is strong, but it doesn't feel that. What's the word? It's a big iron piece. It's good in loading gravel and fast in loading gravel, but in plowing I prefer the Volvo. My dad drives a motor grader. I have tried it. On a closed road, just to in an industrial area. I have never driven it more than like half an hour at a time. So I have tried it, but damn gearbox. This gearbox is so slow. I have tried it, but nothing more than that. So I can't say I have experience. It was the old one. It was an old Volvo with not the 2-stick type. It was the 12-stick type. So nowadays they always only have like two that do all the functions. And our new cat has no steering wheel. And it's good when you get used to it. I have never driven it, but my dad has, and he likes it. But when you're grown up with the old one with the steering wheel and 12 sticks to control, it's a different game with the modern equipment. At home, when I'm clearing my own driveway, I have a David Brown 850 1962 model with a front loader, and I like it. It doesn't like the cold, but if you have it plugged in or inside, it's running pretty good and doing what it's supposed to, cleaning the road or the driveway. Running a little bit behind. The big road has to be all cleared in 1 hour, and it's gonna be on the very edge if we manage that. We'll do most of it. So, and it's not that much snow. The only trouble is that when the morning traffic kicks in, it's almost impossible to clean the crossing, because you will always have cars behind you. And as I always say, sorry for the squeaky wipers. I think the arm holding the wiper is bent, so the wiper is on the wrong angle on the screen. That's why it's squeaking because it's new wipers and they still squeak. No Sisu. I have driven actually mostly Volvo. I have I started with an FM 440 2009 model, and then I upgraded to an FMX, small FMX 460. That was my first truck with grader blade. Then I got back in time, got an Mercedes Actros in 2009, also with a grader blade. But I threw a rod in that one, so after 1 year, the engine seized up. And then I drove the spare truck for the rest of the season. And for the next season I got this one. It's an old one. It's a 2011 R560 tandem driven. But I like it. It hasn't run that much at all. I think I have 380,000 kilometers. 380,000 kilometers. So, and it has been taken really good care of. So it's in good shape and runs really good. Normally I have a Mähler Rosse front plow, but it's at the workshop getting fixed because it's broke last time I was out. So yeah, right now I'm running a Arctic Machine front plow, 3300K model, and it's good. I prefer the Mähler, but this is working. Then I have a Mähler on the side, 14-foot side wing, and the grader is now I forgot the brand of it. It's the main part of the grader is a 3-foot piece with on each side I have 2-foot extensions that I can extend and collapse, so I can be wider than the truck when needed. Anyhow, the grader blade is Norwegian, from Norway, but I forgot the brand. Yeah, but the FMX is plowing on a different route. It's in Luleå, so can't use this one right now, at least. The good thing with the FMX is it's really small, and doing crossing with that, it's a real easy task. And my radio is up and running. Let's hear who it is. No one there. it's really good doing crossings because it's way smaller than this. This is a big truck. It's a tandem driven long wheelbase one. And if you're just going straight, I prefer this truck all days a week, but in crossings I prefer the FMX. And in crossings I prefer the FMX gearbox also, because once you put the reverse in, it instantly goes to reverse. It's not that case at all in the Scania. It's way slower. So if you clean a big crossing and you're going back and reverse, front back like 4 or 5 times, and it takes you 2 seconds, it's 3 seconds each time to get into reverse. You're getting annoyed after some crossings by the slow gearbox. But I guess you can't have it all. No, it hasn't, because it's just the FMX doesn't have that. It's just a boogie truck, and I know there is 3 wheels or 3 axle trucks with reverse steering, but it really doesn't matter, or rear end steering. It really doesn't matter, because when I'm plowing, the third axle is always up. So, and it's a really short base one. So no, it's not. It's a really simple truck, just to be as light as possible. So it's for used for road works and stuff like that in the summer. This is a hook truck on this one, so I can do pretty much everything, but that I'm only loading. Tack så mycket. Ha så trevligt på jobbet. This is a hook truck, so I can change the bed for moving excavators or wheel loaders or stuff like that. But the maximum payload on this one is 12.5 tons. So it's not that much. She's a heavy lady. I think it's almost, yeah, it's 15 tons empty weight. So it's really heavy with my winter gear on. Only the grader blade is 900 kilos. So it affects the payload, of course. All the snow air is drifted to one side. Because of the wind. Morgon. Ja, välkommen. So this road is now just going straight for about 10 minutes. Then we will reach the outskirts of town. Yeah, it's automated manuals. It's on the Volvo it was the I-shift automated manuals, and in this is OptiCruise, the first OptiCruise with the manual clutch. So the difference between the two is that the I-shift doesn't have clutch, but it's still really good at clutching by itself. It's a manual clutch that is automated. On this one I have to use the clutch, but only for start and stop. It's do the shifting by itself when I'm driving, but when I want to change direction and come to a complete stop, I have to press the clutch. And it's good when it's slippery outside, or if you're stuck and have to get loose and get a swing motion, or you know what I mean, going on the track, then the clutch is to prefer. Even though the Volvo is really good at doing that by itself, just by pressing and depressing the accelerator, it's managed the clutch. But it's good to have the clutch as well, even though this gearbox is really slow. And you can get this truck with Allisons if you want to. The really heavy haulers have the Allison transmission, or they can have. But this doesn't though. And I'm glad, because when I'm driving normal it's working fine. It's a good gearbox. Even though I prefer the Volvo one. I know there is more modern Scania gearboxes than this one, and maybe that's... I have never driven a newer Scania than this. But if you say like the engine, I prefer the Scania because it's a lot stronger on low RPMs than the Volvo, even though the top end power is the same. Let's say you go up a steep hill and you don't want to shift down, or you just press the accelerator. The Scania can pull like to 300 and 400 RPM. It's still pulling. The Volvo, when it goes under 600, it just falls through the basement. That's the big difference that I have experienced. It's a really strong one, this. And this engine is a little bit tuned, so I think it's closer to 600 than 560 horsepower. And this is a full air suspension truck, front, rear, cabin and seat. So it's a nice experience to drive. A tad on the the reason was this became a plow truck is we had this already. It was in the fleet, and we needed the truck to start plowing a new route. So that's why this truck got equipped with plowing gear. It was in the fleet and we needed to get it rolling for the season, and no time purchase a new one. And then it has been a plow truck since 2016, I think. I have driven it since the 1920 season. Of course, the person who drove this before me, she quit with plowing, or she quit and bought her own truck. So then when we needed the FMX and another job, I took this one. You get used to the truck. I like this one, even though it's big and bulky and heavy. You get used to that, so I really like it. But I will never buy this new and equip it with plows. That would be just stupid. But it was already in the fleet. No, I'm not private. It's a company. Mostly in the summer we build roads and stuff like that. So it's not my own truck. I don't own it, even though I'm the only one driving it. So it's mine all year around, and I'm responsible for taking it to service, and it's pretty much my own truck. But the repair bills go somewhere else, and I'm just working for normal salary. So, and right now I think we have about we have 4 trucks plowing and 5 black trucks plowing and 1 spare truck that you can pick up if your own breaks. That's just on the garage with the plows on, so you can pick up if you need to. But I'm the only one plowing in this area. Two of the other trucks is plowing in Luleå. It's 60 kilometers away, right about there somewhere. Now I have been really close hitting a deer. Never done it, but it was really close. I have hit a moose with a car once and destroyed that car, but I wasn't harmed by myself, but the moose died. I have plowed in a moose, but it was already dead. It was laying on the road when I got there, and I just slowly creeped up to it and plowed it, and it moved up on the snowbank, so it wasn't on the road anymore. That's the closest of hitting a moose. I moved it with the plow, but it was already dead. Somebody else hit it, I would guess a truck, and they didn't stop. If you hear that the sound changed. I think it was without antlers, so if that's the name on the moose as well. I think it's antlers. On the deer is antlers at least. It was without antlers, so I hit it with the car and it's laid on the road, half dead. Then the next car stopped, and the lady in that car was a hunter, so she took a knife and ended its misery. As I was gonna say, if you heard that the noise changed, was because I lowered the grader blade. So this road we always use the grader to really clean these roads. I'm close to the outskirts of town, so this is a really busy road, so I don't want to leave any snow on it. That will get hard and turned into ice if a lot of cars drive on it. This is another road where I have to do twice. I can reach the end of the road here, but I have some safety islands I have to clean, and then I don't really reach the end of it, so then I do double sweeps on this part. 2 middle and 2 edge, 2 on the edge. Then I have to remember to narrowing the grader blade when I get to one of these safety islands. If I don't, I will hit them, and I don't want to do that. Then I can break the grader blade, and that would be a bad idea. Yeah, it's the same here. It's the same here in Sweden. It's a cow, alltså ko is cow, and bull is tjur in Swedish. So it's the exact same thing. It's like the same names as a normal cow. You know, the farm cow. And on the deer, the name of the lady is Vaja in Swedish. I don't have the name of the male on the deer in my head. I have. It wasn't my fault. I was sanding, spreading sand, and I stopped to turn left, and the car behind me was going way too fast, and he was like 300 meters behind me when I stopped, but I didn't think they saw I stopped, and when they hit the brake it was too late, and they they swerved into the ditch, but they hit the side of my spreader. So, and the spreader is rock solid. It's it didn't happen anything than a little bit of paint, but the car was really not nice afterwards. It was drivable, but it was all scratched up and dents all over the left fender and door, and a lot of broken plastics. And then another car hit the front plow, the edge of the front plow. It was, I think, the first year I was plowing, but that driver was drunk, so not my fault either. We called the police and that took care of him. It was the same story. It was going the other direction, but it was way too close to the middle line, and I couldn't get over anymore, so he hit the very left of the plow. So it was an old rusty car, but still scary. That's why I have my camera now, so I can prove when it's not my fault, if it's not my fault. Then I was just sanding. We never plow and sand the same time. Only time we do that is if we now you can see the whole plow when I'm turning it. You can only time you do both is when you put salt out on the big road, the E4. You never sand and plow at the same time. There's really no point, because if it's snowing, there's no point sanding. It was just getting snowed over, so we never do that. We plow and then we sand. Now we are at the outskirts of Piteå, the town. And in this roundabout I will show you, if you turn right here on that road to the right there, you get up on the E4. That's the main road to the South Sweden, like Stockholm, the capital city of Stockholm. Oh, Sweden, the capital city of Sweden, Stockholm. But it's still like 900 kilometers away, so. But that's that road. If you want to go down and drive down into Europe, to Denmark and Germany, you take that road. No, I haven't. I have just been in the North Sweden, and I'm glad for that time. As soon as it got, that's a common thing to say. If it ever gets snow in Stockholm, when they get a lot of snow, it's chaos in the traffic, and it's easy to blame bad drivers, but it's not easy to drive and plow in Stockholm with all that traffic, even though it's a small city compared to like New York or some other big city in the States. I guess it's the same when it snows in New York or stuff like that. It's chaos in the traffic because it's impossible to get somewhere with the plow. Yeah, in cities I have, but not in Stockholm. I have been in the city of Gällivare and in Piteå, but that's just small cities. It's like, I think it's 30,000 people in Piteå, and I have plowed in the city there, and in Gällivare with wheel loader, but it's like 15,000 citizens, so really small towns compared to like Stockholm with 1 million citizens. You can't compare them. I prefer the countryside. If you're going in the middle of the night on a weekend, you can do the whole 6-hour plow and meet like 3 cars. I have been to New York once in December, but it never snowed when I was there. Yeah, it is. It is. And on my smaller roads, it's really more enjoyable. Yeah, jag måste köra den här vägen 2 varv. Jag vänder nu och går tillbaka, sen vänder jag igen och tar ett kantslag efter samma väg. Så jag kör som samma väg 2 varv. Bara en bit bort här vänder jag om. För jag håller på att rengöra runt refugerna och då når jag inte ut på kanten. Så. Jag vet inte om det syns, men jag har en bit kvar att trycka till vänstersidan nu. Så då måste jag gå tillbaka igen och göra det igen, så det blir rätt. Just talking to my Swedish viewers. This is what takes most of the time. Cleaning along these concrete islands in the middle of the road. Then I can go only like 10 and 15 kilometers per hour. Otherwise I'm up to 50 on when it's just roads with no houses. I think we'll manage. This road has to be done in 30 minutes, and I think we'll manage that. Nej, det är lite svårt att se. Det syns mer om det är mer snö ute. Men det blir bra. Speciellt här det jag använder underbettet. I have been to 9/11 Memorial too. It was a really ground zero when the museum. It's really got to me. The fire truck they have in the basement, that the cab is missing, and yeah, it's really got to me. It was a raining and boring day, so it was a perfect day to visit the museum. And if you wonder why I drive this slow here, it's really narrow. I don't know what they were thinking when they were building this, but I only just fit. Sorry, I only just fit with the plow. Yeah, that one. And the survival steps that is left from the original building. And the pillar with, no, not pillar, the support beam with the writings on how many died, the fire and ambulance and police and everyone that died, that's named on that one. I was there in December of 2019. Yes, yeah, right before COVID was a thing. I was there for a week. Would love to go back in the spring. I think we'll go in the spring next year, in about a year from now. We'll go back. Here we'll turn around and do the edge of the road. Yes, I have. That's why the CB is so important. One of the roads I start with on my route is a logging road. Not that much traffic on it right now, but from time to time it is. But there's no point streaming that road because the cell phone reception it's not that good. Please slow down. Talk to the car again. Now we just do the edge here. Nej, tyvärr har jag ingen mer kamera. Eller jag har en till, men jag har inte så jag kan koppla in den i streamen. Jag måste vara färdig med streamserver, då kommer jag kunna ha flera kameror igång. Det kommer att bli så, men jag har inte hunnit än. Måste ha tid att bygga ihop streamservern och fixa med det. Då kommer det bli åtminstone 2 kameror, kanske 3. When my stream server is ready, when I have time to do that, there will be multiple cameras. You can see the wing and the grader blade. But right now, these have to do. Yes, it's on my roof. It's not that long. I think it's about 2 foot. Yeah, 60 centimeters. So it doesn't have to be that long. We're running 78 megahertz. I think in the States you do 21 megahertz. Then the antenna has to be way longer. 27 megahertz. If I remember correct. Maybe you can correct me on that one. we're running 78 in Sweden, and then the antenna doesn't have to be that long. And I think you always also do amplitude modulation on your CB in the States. At least you used to. Can't tell you how it is right now. On these radios we always have frequency modulation at 78 megahertz. The CB is really good. I wish all trucks had them. All the logging trucks has them, and gravel trucks has them also. But I wish all trucks had the CB. It's so easy to talk to them and get road information, or if someone is out on a road, a small road, it's nice to know where they are. Okej, det här är då väg 509 mellan Börde och utsidan av Piteå. Ansluter till vad heter den då? 503 plogsträcka 4 in mot stan. Now we're at the edge. This road ends here. Okej. Vi har plogsträcka. Den Marie kör. Den går från Bäringe och bort mot Avan och sen mot Boden. Heden. En av våra bilar går där också. Så har vi en bil som går från Luleå upp mot Kalix. And I don't plow this roundabout. It's just for turning. See, the traffic is starting to increase, but we will manage, because now I'm putting down the blade the last time on this road, so it's gonna be nice and clean for the morning traffic. I can see that the road is cleared pretty much when I'm going with the high beams at least. Sorry for the noise, it's the grader blade that makes the noise when it's down on the pavement. As I said, when the streaming server is done, I will have multiple angles and I don't have to use my phone. I can use a better camera to stream with. That's the thought, at least, that it's going to be like that. We'll see if I have time to do it. Otherwise it will get done to the next winter, but I really hope it doesn't take that long. I do snow remove. I have a video I will edit and put up. Let's see if I can manage that tomorrow when I do exactly that. I am going really slow with the grader with a really sharp, pointy cutting edges on to even out bumpy forest roads. So yeah, I do that. Jo, exactly. Det är inte så farligt idag, men det kan vara. So the next video that will be out on the YouTube in a couple of days will be when I'm clearing with only the grader blade and getting rid of the ice and the bumpiness in the forest roads. Then you go really slow, like 20 kilometers per hour. I did that last week. I just haven't had time to edit the video yet. My wife is working in the mines up north, so, and all the three of my kids, both ladies and the kid, the guy is playing ice hockey. So there's not much time when I'm not working. And the second sweep I do here is on the right side, I don't want to go through there when I don't have to. It's so narrow. Yes, she's a heavy equipment operator. She's driving the Cat 775, I think. It's not the biggest one, not nearly the biggest one, but it's the one of the big haulers. I think it's a payload on about 70 tons on that one. It's one of the small of the big ones. They also have the 777s and the 793 and 795 there. But she drives the Cat 775. 7 days on, 7 days off. And she's home right now. It's one of the biggest copper mines in Europe, so. So now it's just a little small piece left and the big roads are cleared. And we managed to do it with like 5 minutes, 5 minutes left of course before it had to be done. Och det kan vara så, jag pratade om det tidigare innan du kom, att det är ju så. Samtidigt så har ni ju typ 1 miljon mer bilar än vad vi har. Så det är den stora skillnaden. Det är ju mycket mer trafik. Men ja, det är allt det där, speciellt i början på säsongen. Ni är alldeles för sena med att lägga på vinterdäck. Och jag förstår, ibland kanske inte ens behöver dem hela vintern, men vinterdäck är fan bra att ha. Innan snön kommer. Och just stormen som var för er i början på säsongen på vintern, den hade de ju varnat för en vecka och ändå var det total kaos. Och ja, det tycker vi är lite roligt. This will be a turn and burn plow, I think, because it's already building up snow in the other lane again. So. But I still have like 4 hours left on this route. 3.5, 4 hours. I have all the small roads too. Nej, jag hörde det ryktas om att de var långa. It's copper. It's a copper mine. It's a, what do you call it? It's dagbrott in Sweden. It's not underground. It's just a huge hole in the ground. So you're not underground. You're hauling copper from they blast and they remove all the rock and extract the copper from the rock like a normal mine, but this mine is not underground. It's just a gigantic big hole. So it's mostly copper and gold. Open pit mine. Yeah, an open pit mine. Thank you. We also have big underground mines, also in Gällivare and Kiruna. But this one is an open pit mine. They also have gold, as I said. But the main income is copper. And as far as I know, we don't mine for coal in Sweden. We don't use coal for heating or anything, so we don't have any coal mines, as far as I know. The crossing. Be a little bit fast doing this crossing. No traffic right now behind me. Hurry up a bit, we can do this. That's good when you're plowing in the middle of the night. No traffic at all. Reverse, please. Thank you. Jag kör tills det slutar snöa. Det blir det i alla fall till. Förmodligen kan jag ta en liten paus efter den här rundan. Eller så blir det att köra direkt igen. Och så kör jag åtminstone till ikväll. Det ska sluta snöa då. Sneeze. Sorry for that. Tack. Yes I am. Hej Niklas. Får se hur det ser ut i Börde just nu. And Germany, Gesundheit. That's one of the words I know in German. This is a part where it's normally when it's windy, it gets a lot of snow drifts, but not today. Not right now at least. Maybe later in the day when the wind is going to pick up. Yes, you should. It's not that much snow yet, but it will be, and the wind is picking up, so we should get going at least within an hour or so. They are forecasting up to 15 centimeters today, so narrow part. And this is the end of road 550. It ends here at the crossing of the road 374. And if I turn left on that road, it leads to my home village, Älvsbyn. So if you follow closely, yeah, that's one more good thing. When I get the server up and running, you will have a map you can click on and see, or at least I can show you when I want to where I am on the map. I have that function when I'm streaming on Twitch. I have to redo the server so it works on YouTube as well. I haven't been on Twitch since last year. I will come back and do that crossing later. We're gonna do a small road here in Scania. Don't have the road number on that one. Not in my head at least. Comes the first morning bus towards Älvsbyn. This is the crossing I was talking about, where I got hit by another car. I was standing in this crossing and waiting for my turn. Stupid. When I'm using left indicator, why do you pass? It's just stupid. People are stupid in traffic. Sorry, people. I didn't mean you. Or maybe I do. I haven't ever seen you drive. No, it was in that crossing. I was at the standstill waiting for a left turn and I got hit in the rear by a car that didn't manage to stop in time. That was going way too fast for the conditions a couple of years ago. Yeah, it was, especially when I was started turning left, and it's only 70 kilometers per hour there. I can't translate to miles in my head, but maybe 40 something. So it was going really fast. And if I am indicating left, why do you pass? It's just stupid. Doesn't take that long to wait, especially in snowy conditions. It's so easy for an accident to happen. And my experience in Sweden is if I had turned left and he had hit me, it had been my fault. When you're doing a left turn, it's always the turning car's fault. So you have to be really careful when going left on busy roads. It wasn't my fault when the car hit me because I was at a complete standstill. I wasn't turning, I was just waiting to go left. And the lady that hit was on her way to the movie theater to watch 50 Shades of Grey. And she said she was really excited to see the movie. That's why she wasn't concentrated on the road. Yeah, I have a dash cam. It's helped me as late as last week. I don't know if you saw the live stream last week, but I had a really angry house owner that took his car and blocked me in and door open and yelled at me that I was somewhat retarded. You think I was going too fast past his house. You can watch that clip on Truck Cam YouTube channel. And I wasn't perfect in that situation. Maybe I was going a bit fast, but I wasn't going that fast. I was driving within the speed limits of the road. Even though the house is close to the road, maybe I should have slowed down a little bit more. But thank you, Mitch. Welcome back next time. It's 6 o'clock in the morning here in Sweden now. So. And as I said, if you haven't watched that clip, you can watch it on Trucker Dashcam Sweden YouTube channel. It is his latest video. And leave a comment. And you don't have to agree with me that it was completely the other homeowner's fault. You can say that I was going too fast. It doesn't matter. Just watch it. It's the point how people behave. You don't have to just barge into someone else's truck and scream and yell and be. If I had done something wrong and he would have told me, please slow down, it's going a little bit fast, then I say, okay, I'm sorry, I will go slower next time. But when you just blocks me in with his car and yells and open the doors and yells at me, then he wouldn't get any excuse from me. Excuse me, from me. It's the wrong way to attack the situation. But then the dash cam helped me once because I have it on camera when he was yelling at me, and that I can tell them my exact speed. I was going 47 kilometers per hour on a 50 road, so I was within legal limits, though the house is close to the road, so maybe I should have gone more like 40 to not throw the snow so close to the house. Ja, det var ganska roligt faktiskt. Han var riktigt upprörd, kan man säga. Det är den största utskällningen jag har fått på mina 10 år jag har gjort det här. Den garanterat största utskällning. And I was live streaming when that happened, so it was action. live action for those who was watching the stream. Those who was watching the stream. We turn around and go back. Timber truck. Let's let it pass. No, it was wood chips, or empty. He was supposed to go and pick up wood chips at the sawmill in Sikfors. There is a timber truck, a logging truck. I think you're right. I think the snowing is picking up a bit. When we're done with this road, short trip on a bigger road, and we'll go into the forest roads, and the reception is pretty bad, so the stream will end in about 15 minutes, 15-20 minutes or so. I have streamed through those roads a couple of times, but do it next time in the daylight so you can see. There's really no point watching watching pixels in the dark. Okej, kör försiktigt. Ha det bra. These roads are barely ever, never any traffic. Maybe now in the morning, but there's no houses on this middle part, so that was the last house we drove past for 1 kilometer. So this part of the road, never ever any traffic, because all the cars go out on the edges of the road. Ends of the road, I should say. Here in the middle it's almost never ever any traffic. The same with my longest road, the 512. Traffic Let's hear.
Det har vi dels på, jag har skrivit D4,
Accidents.
D4, det är riksväg 94 mellan Älvsbyn och Alvik på toppen utav Klöverträskberget. En lastbil halvvägs ner i diket. Här är i riktning mot kusten. Ingenting hände där alldeles nyss, så det är oklart om hjälp är på väg fram. En annan lastbil som har vält i diket ligger på E4 mellan Piteå och Luleå, mellan Rosvik och Ersnäs. Det ska då vara ett körfält öppet i vardera körriktning. Tipsnumret 020 999 444.
Ja, men tack för det, Caroline.
Trucks in the ditch, two of them. One on the big E4 and one on road 94 between Älvsbyn and Luleå. I guess that's the weather that's causing this. One was halfway in the ditch and one was completely into the ditch. So the heavy recover trucks will have a busy morning. They only have one or two big heavy wreckers in this region, I think. I think it's two. One really big one and one pretty big one. So. And if the trucks are loaded, maybe they need both. It's a bad thing. The exact same time everybody's going to work. The road is blocked by a truck. This crossing is difficult to clean because it's a very busy road, this one that we're leaving. But if we're fast, I can do that. Like this, then we just go. Go. Thank you. In the middle of the night, there's no problem. I have to wait for this truck to drive past. Small room if we just let him pass. It's an empty logging truck. Even though we can fit both on this road, it's easier to wait when the road is a little bit wider. Going through this speed obstacle again, and no way it's there. It's for the cars to slow down, but it's pretty narrow to plow through. It's easy to hit with the wing, but it worked fine that time. Yeah, I think it's a wise decision. It will increase throughout the day, the snowing. And your route is not the biggest in the region, so they can manage a couple of centimeters of snow. Now we're coming up to a railroad crossing and we have to be really careful there so it doesn't snag the plow into the rails. I have done that one time. It wasn't in the rails, but it was on the surface between the rails. On this one it's concrete, so I can just ease over them. But on that road it was rubber. And my plow caught in the rubber and it was a dead stop. And I broke the plow. It has to be gone to a workshop and been repaired. So don't want to do that again. But when it's concrete and you take it slow, it's completely fine. Okay, please. High beams on. Why does it run with the high beams on? Why did he do that? Okay. Maybe he had a rough morning. I don't know. I'll go back and do the pull-outs later. The parkings. That's the last thing I do before I end the route. So here, where no houses close by and the road is quite big, I can speed up. I'm doing 55 kilometers per hour right now. Oh, it's starting to build up snow drifts to the left. Couple of hours before I'm back on this road. Maybe I have to. It will manage. It wasn't that bad. Okay. So we will end the live stream shortly. I'm going on to the gravel roads and there's bad weather, there's no point streaming them because the reception is quite bad. You will just see a pixelated white road. Maybe some other time when I fitted the external modem with the antenna on the roof, the reception will get better. I see that you don't see it yet, but I'm perfectly synced with the other trucks. I always meet the truck from Kulen turning around. Du Jesper.
Jajamän.
Det var ingen stor idé att städa den där korsningen. Trafiken nu, det är bilar överallt.
Ja, men det går så fort så.
Ja.
Det var när du passerar.
Ja, men innan jag drar bilmaskinen. Vi är ganska i synk. Jag tror det är tredje plogsvängen på raken. Vi möts på samma ställe. Jo. It's the third time in a row we'll meet on the exact same place. So we're pretty synced. They call us out same time and then we eat breakfast and go to the truck and go. And it's the third time in a row we meet in that crossing. He's driving route number 7 and my route is named 8. So we start pretty far away from each other. Ja, du med Niklas. Have a nice day. Yeah, as I said, I will end the stream in about 2 minutes. Just want to say thank you for those that have been following me this morning. And I hope that everybody has a nice day and drive safe. So you all get home to your loved ones at the end of the day. Goodbye everybody. See you next time. I'll try to get that video up maybe tomorrow. Just have to edit it. Bye bye.